domination. You have just one final taste. Destroy your ties with Jedi, and at last you will be a Sith Lord. You have betrayed your master, your eyes closed. I did betray me as well. And now, you have doomed yourself and your friends. You had such promise. You could have been my successor, my equal. But no. But I may still have some small use for you. I still have enemies to find and destroy. You will do my bidding until I find a new apprentice. And then, like Vader, you will be cast aside. Finish him.
That you have not succeeded in tracking down your objective, my apprentice.
No, my master.
As I expected, you will proceed to the palace of Jabba the Hutt. His spies are the only reliable source of information on that pitiful speck of a planet. He will help you find the droids you seek.
I will not fail you, master.
We shall see.
Sup guys, it is me, Gojo my Epic Killer, and welcome to the DLC of Star Wars: The Force Unleashed on the planet Tatooine. You thought we were done? I thought I was done. Not really, I'm just pretending. I knew this was coming. I said I was going to do it, and here I am, I'm doing it.
Proceed.
We're out here in the hot desert sun, and we're going to go ahead and see what this DLC has in mind. I've only played this level once, so a lot of this I ended up not remembering how to do and where's what and how to find all the pieces, as it were. And right off the start, you're going to be able to tell pretty easily how not adjusted to the game I am. Here we go, we're running our black lightsaber crystal, and I instantly get pushed off of the edge. So here we go. Finally, after killing way more Jawas than I would have liked to have to deal with, we can go ahead and take care of these probe droids, I think they are. I was going to make a whole big flourish about killing them all and just being far too powerful for this part of the planet. But at the same time, I didn't like having all the little grenades being thrown at me and then burning me with their stupid freaking torches. So I just went ahead and made quick work of them, and, yeah. I truly could not remember how, this was all going to go and what enemy types I would have to face along the way. And I also don't remember the DLC missions being this long. I'm glad that they are, because you're definitely getting your value for your money if you can even still get them, because I don't think you can. And now we're up to go against some Tuscan raiders, and we're about to kill their men and women and the children too. And we're going to turn this place into just a freaking bloodbath, like our master before us. These are basically just reskinned scout troopers. All you really need to do is just end up throwing either debris at them, force pushing them. You can use your lightsaber if you really want to. But beyond that, they're just pretty easy scout types. You can go ahead and kill them however you please. And as the Dark Lord of the Sith, you've got more than enough resources to be able to do so. I'm going to go ahead and destroy these lamps, because I thought that maybe that would be how you progress level. But thankfully that is not anything you need to do. You just need to wait for all the little, like, doorbell antenna droids to pop out of the wall, and then eventually shock them enough times, destroy enough of them, and the door will go ahead and open right up for you. Just that one minor annoyance out of the way, we can go ahead and progress towards our goal, finding the all-important robots, which I believe are going to end up being R2-D2, the astromech, and the protocol droid C3PO. But it seems I have some friends that want to play. These bastards are a little bit more resistant to my attacks than I thought they would be. I can go ahead and push them all around, sure, but they just keep coming back. Up against the Gamoran guards, the quickest way that I found a little bit later on to be able to dispatch of them is to just use your force grip, shock them with lightning, throw the lightsaber in their stomach, and then throw them against a wall. It's a pretty easy way, or push them against a wall. Just doing all of your force grip combos is a pretty easy way to make sure that these Gamoran guards, which I'm pretty sure also use some of the same sound effects of the one creature from Geonosis, whose name I keep forgetting, even though you have to kill like 50 of them in Star Wars Battlefront 2 from 2005. But thankfully we just have a small handful of Gamorans left, which we can shock ever so painfully to death.
The mighty and benevolent Jabba would like to offer...
Pano wanchi kokba, duda Sith scum. The Empire seeks 2 droids, Astromech and Protocol. You will be compensated for any information that your spies can provide. Ano droida Tatooine. Makuna Shirakta Lopa.
Sir, Garandan has reported seeing 2 such droids in Mos Eisley.
Master!
Well, if this isn't a familiar sight, then I don't know what is. Oh, it's just a sweet old Rancor. I've dealt with dozens of these. And, oh, it's got an attack like a Bull Rancor. Interesting. So I found out that there's an achievement that you can get by doing it, as they say, Skywalker style. And I thought this would be harder than it was, but all you have to do is lift up the door. It'll charge you, and then boom, for 15 gamer score, just like that. And you don't even have to lift a freaking finger. Aside from the stupid Gamorrean guard. It really has been a game changer for me, figuring out that lightning shield, when you charge it up, actually does damage to your opponents. And it actually ends up working in function more closely to how the Maelstrom ability on the Wii and the PS2 version would work. Because it would also create a big freaking storm of force power all around, and you could just use it to take out enemies. Except this is a little bit more just like a giant bubble of lightning that you use to deal AoE damage on crowds of unsuspecting stormtroopers and other various folks, like purge troopers. God, purge troopers take so much lightning to be able to kill. They're such a pain in the ass. And I thought I destroyed that thing, but I guess I have to completely pull it out of the freaking ceiling. There we go. Now I can just pull these fools closer to me, and I can just stab them all the way to death. I want you guys to let me know any anime that you want me to talk about, or if you guys are interested to know what I'm watching right now. Because now that the summer season has started, I'm just gonna go ahead and suck it up, fill up my watch list with like 300 shows, and I'll finish them when I finish them. I'll watch what I'll watch, and whatever happens, happens, even though I'm sure I'm gonna end up taking a good long while to finish some of these shows. Like, I've been watching it for a couple of months, but I only just finished Tales of Wedding Rings, and I still haven't finished Season 5 of Is It Wrong to Try to Pick Up Girls in the Dungeon? But I'm working on it, even though rewatching it and seeing it fully English dub has had me very, very, very freaking captivated. I freaking love the show, and I'm so excited for more. Oh, and they just freaking announced Season 3 of Mushoku Tensei for 2026. I am so stupidly hyped. That, and I'm also excited to see what I think of the Chainsaw Man movie coming out this October, as well as there was one other thing that I was looking forward to that isn't coming out for a little bit. Oh yeah, the Demon Slayer movies. Seasons 1 through 3, up to the Entertainment District arc, 10 out of 10. Seasons 4 and 5, like a 5 out of 10. But I think when all is said and done, it's going to be a very fondly looked at anime. And I think it's definitely cemented its place as a great starter anime and just a great anime all around. And I'm interested to see what happens with that. I'm interested to see what happens with Spy Family. I'm interested to see what happens with just a bunch of the different new shows that come out. I'm also interested to see if Black Clover... Actually, no, that's a lie. I'm not interested to see if Black Clover gets good. I'm not watching 180 episodes just for it to get somewhat tolerable. Because after 70, I'm still either A, bored to shit, or B, wanting to stab my ears out. It just never gets better. It truly, just the pacing is god-awful. At least with like Dragon Ball Z, even though the pacing can be bad at times, and it feels pretty worn out and drawn out at times, there are moments and there are like strings of episodes when it's doing what it does best, and it's just fantastic. The drama, the hype, you can tell that there's mind games involved in the combat, and, you know, it doesn't necessarily feel like it's aged at all, even though it's from 1986, if I remember right, or 1989, or something like that.
Of course.
And here's a pretty easy missable achievement that I missed, was Hotbot, also for 15 gamer score. By pressing the hot irons on the foot of that gonk droid, you get an achievement for that, which is pretty cool. But beyond that, the only other achievements I think are just for beating both of the bosses, and then for throwing a bunch of Jawas in the trash compactor. Which, when all said and done, not that big of a deal. Lift up this pylon to disable the force fields, and just continue on our way, kicking ass and killing, torturing, and terrorizing until we get what the fuck we want. And what I want is to tango with some purge troopers. Ow, that hurt. Didn't even give me more than a second to go ahead and get in close. He just shot me right off the bat. Stupid asshole. So I'm gonna make sure he gets paid back 100 times what he paid me back. Or what he paid to me, I should say. Like I was complaining about... Pardon you. What I was complaining about earlier when it comes to purge troopers. I forgot these guys were in here. And again... Not the end of the world, we've killed dozens of these guys, but they do seem just a pinch tankier. And I also did not realize this map had holocrons. Otherwise, I would have been looking for them. Which, as far as I'm aware, they don't provide any bonus, if I'm not mistaken. But they might, and just, again, I was uninformed. But you don't get an achievement for it, so that's kind of what I was thinking about, like, oh no, you don't ask me to do this, Just go ahead and kill everyone in the room, and then stop the doors on the trash compactor, and you are good to go. What is Proxy doing here, instead of being on the ruins of Corellia? That, I really don't know.
Thank you.
But do I necessarily care? No.
Certainly, Master. It was so good to...
He'll be disposed of, one way or another. And, it looks like, even if Jabba didn't find him in this game, when we follow the good ending, it seems like our old friend and quasi-mentor, Ram Koda, or maybe it was Juno, either way, will be able to find Proxy when we get to the second game. Funny how that tends to happen.
My lord, we seem to be losing here. What appears to be jamming transmission.
Quite a mess you made of the place. Your head's worth a lot of credits. So, I'll be bringing it back to Jabba now.
So you want me to believe a bounty hunter with a gun, who's not force sensitive, who somehow managed to survive a Starlight pit,
You'll have to do better than that.
ends up being able to take on Starkiller? I'm not buying it. Sure, maybe he'll knock us around with 1 or 2 rockets, but beyond that, he's already dead. Just use your force lightning and he's done. Like, just look at this.
I'm afraid I cannot allow you to do that.
I have waited many years to destroy the real Obi-Wan Kenobi.
Aside from Boba Fett, if you want to talk about an actual opponent worth fighting, here's one that I could get behind in spades. Go ahead and throw a little exploding barrel at him while he's standing around, dicking around in fire. Okay, Jesus Christ. He's gonna push me back like 77 times. Did not think that was necessary. Don't know how to get out of this corner. But we will, and get back to kicking his ass.
You've been trained well, my friend. You could have been a powerful Jedi.
A very quick ordeal. Go ahead and kill him, headbutt him, throw him against a couple of walls, and just stab him through the chest is all we really need to do. Very simple, very easy. It seems we stabbed him in the wrong side though, because we should have just stabbed him through the heart. But we'll go ahead and incinerate him in the engine to the Millennium Falcon anyways. And then we're gonna somehow manage to fight a ghost. Doesn't make sense, it's a bit more of a pain in the ass, but it's another cool fight. It gets pretty annoying how it starts to feel like none of my attacks land, and why would they? He's a ghost. He's not real. But then somehow he's, taking physical form because of Force. But also at the same time, he has stronger defenses and is not as able to like, be touched. So we're gonna kill his ghost? I don't know. Anyways, this is Good Map Killer. Signing out, look for stars, make it happen. I will see you guys in the next one.
Run, Luke, run!